Obviously, that was very exciting. It was a very exciting game, to say the least. I told our team that was a God thing, and they kept their faith the whole game. And it was one of those games where they just kept fighting. And you're always trying to figure out who your football team is, and you never know until you get in situations where you've basically embarked on uncharted territory, which is where we were tonight. We were two touchdowns down. At halftime, they were smiling before the game. I told them you ought to be smiling at halftime. You get a chance and an opportunity to play again. And I said, we're not changing our body language. We're not changing what we do. We're going to go out and we're going to play football better than we did the second half. And they all did that. So there was no magic to it. I think our offensive and defensive coordinators did some great jobs adjusting at halftime to kind of take a little bit better advantage of what they were doing. But at the end of the day, it was the players executing better. It was a sloppy win. There was things that we're going to look back and not like. The penalties, again, were unacceptable, and we've certainly got to do that. We didn't protect the football very well tonight, in my opinion. We threw 2 interceptions. We can't win games consistently doing that, but we can win games if we play with a lot of heart. We can win games if we play a lot of faith. And like I said, it was a God thing, and we're happy we won. And I couldn't be more proud of our football team because they fought through 4 quarters and won it at the end.
What kind of adjustments did you make defensively?
Well, defensively, the first 2 games were very vanilla, and we figured that, with the opponents that they played. And it was really just nothing but chalk flying at halftime on a bunch of adjustments. And so we had to kind of see what their game plan was. They caught us off guard on some things. They're a very good football team. And but again, I thought Coach Ruth did a great job in the second half right now, adjusting to what they did. I think we only gave up 7 points in the second half, and then both the same thing I think happened offensively. Just kind of saw what their game plan was and tried to take advantage of it on some big plays. Which, if our offense isn't hitting on big plays, it's hard for us to continue to move the ball. So we're kind of a drive it, hit a big play offense, and that's more what we did in the second half.
Gene, y'all didn't make a first down past the halfway point of the second quarter. Were they doing something on defense that you hadn't seen them do before?
Philip, I think it was probably a combination of maybe a new wrinkle, here or there, maybe a couple of new wrinkles, but just a lack of execution, with everybody. I don't know who it is. I know that offensive line-wise, we weren't where we needed to be in terms of blocking the front. We couldn't block the perimeter very well. We had some perimeter run plays we were trying to get out there. Couldn't really do that. They just played great on defense the first quarter and a half, and but we adjusted to it, eventually and hit them on some big plays. But we started to run the ball a little bit better in the second half too.
It seemed like when you got going fast, it seemed like things started going better.
It did, and as I said, in the week, the offense is built where we can slow it down or we can speed it up. And we needed to speed it up at some points in there. We were down by 2 touchdowns, and we needed to try to get some tempo and rhythm. And that was working for us.
Looked like Darvin really got you guys jump started in the second half.
Yeah, Darvin's just a competitor. When we need a big play, Darvin always seems to come down with those balls, and I'll tell you, it's something else now. He's really come on as just a human being and a football player. I'm really proud of him. And he did some great things to spark our offense tonight. And I just couldn't be more proud.
Take a few more.
Gene, 1 minute and 23 seconds. You guys got the ball back in regulation, had 2 timeouts. Did you feel better about just going into overtime? That big.
Well, we were going to try to hit a big play and see if we could hit a draw or hit something right now to give us some breathing room right there. We did not want field position issues. It's better to go into overtime at home. And so, we were going to try to hit something early, and we just couldn't get anything working. So we just worked the clock and took it into overtime and tried to get the ball down to our student section.
Gene, what is it with this team in overtime games? It seems like it's never over. There's always something
until it's over.
the offsides there.
I don't know. We're just. I don't know. We want to make it exciting. That's for sure. But like I told them in the locker room right now, we've had 2 overtime games in the last 4 games. As a football team, and we've been very blessed to come out on top with both of them. But again, I think that's part of them just standing there and hanging there and fighting and clawing and scratching, till they find a way to win it. And so again, I couldn't be more proud of just the way they responded. The word "respond" is what our team did tonight in the second half.
One more quick one.
Gene, running back Michael Dyer, a lot more carries tonight, a lot of big plays. Talk about his performance tonight.
Again, we've weaned Michael into the system some. tonight was the first time that we really felt like he was going to be able to, carry the load. And he did that tonight. He carried the ball several times. I'm not sure exactly how many, but he tried to run for some physical yards. He had some good cuts in there vision-wise, and but he protected the football. He protected the football, and he did everything we asked him to do tonight. And again, I'm very proud of Michael as well.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.